Hey everyone, I'm going to go over reading and writing for day 7. You're always going to start with read for 20 minutes. It doesn't have to be at the beginning of the packet. You can do it before you go to bed or whatever you feel comfortable with. Again, you can use a book from home, an article from the end of the packet, epic books, or storyline online. You're going to continue reading Building the Transcontinental Railroad. So there's a couple more pages added onto the story that you read yesterday. You're going to read aloud those 2 pages, and then you can alternate paragraphs. You read one, they read one. And then you're going to discuss how the words incentive and competition are related to the sentence. The sentence is the company that got the farthest would make the most money. So you're going to want to maybe look into what incentive means and competition. Competition is probably a more familiar word to you. Incentive is going to be what is somebody like, what they're getting out of it. So talk about how those 2 words would relate to what this sentence is saying. And you're going to find that story right here. It's just an extension on to what you read yesterday. And then day 7 writing gives you a prompt. What is your biggest goal and how will you achieve it? And so that's going to be on the same page with the lines. It could be a little bit longer than the race strategy, but you can use the race to answer the question. So you can restate the question. The goal, the biggest goal that I want to achieve is, and then your answer. And then you're not going to really cite anything because this is about you and you're not getting it from an article or anything, but then you can explain what it is that you would like to achieve, and then you need to go into detail about how you would achieve that. And then the last thing is the grammar page, complete sentences. And it's talking about a complete sentence contains a subject and a verb and expresses a complete thought. A fragment is missing a subject, a verb, or both, and does not express a complete thought. They give you some examples here. So a sentence fragment means it's not complete. This is an example sentence: the rock climber, the avalanche. So when we read that out loud, we notice that it doesn't sound right. The rock climber, the avalanche, it doesn't tell us what is the rock climber doing, what about the avalanche. It's just kind of like pushing them together. So we notice that this sentence here is missing a verb. Here's an example of a complete sentence. The rock climber survived the avalanche. So remember up here, I said it was missing a verb. Now they put in a verb here, survived. So down here is what you're going to fill in. It says determine whether each sentence is a complete sentence or a fragment. If it is a complete sentence, write CS on the line. For a fragment, write what is missing on the line, a subject or a verb. So you're just going to go through each of these sentences and read them. I'll read them out loud for you. Number 1, the clock in the old bell tower. So you need to say, is that complete sentence, CS, or is it missing a subject or a verb? Number 2, our team won the championship. Number 3, the snow is predicted for tonight. Number 4, worried about her spelling test. Number 5, suddenly started to rain. And so decide if it's a complete sentence, if it's missing a subject, a who, and then, or if it's missing a verb, an action, what are they doing? And down here, 6 and 7, it says rewrite each pair of sentences, combining the 2 fragments to make one complete sentence. So now they've given you both parts, and now you need to make it into one. So the first people to explore the river discovered a waterfall. And so you need to combine those 2 sentences to make it a complete sentence. And number 7, yesterday my best friend sprained his ankle. So put them together to make it one complete sentence. And that's all for day 7 reading and writing.